한다는 얘기잖아요.
그대로 하시면 돼요.
Hello, everyone. Today, regarding the credit. The credit is one of the most important record in American life in the credit report. The credit meaning for the even citizen, residential residents, green card person, even student, any other person. If you come to the US airport, you study your recording is credit report. Everybody, you have credit report in the United States. Credit is most important one. You should remember careful about credit. Fix bad record and manage good record to maintain high score. Credit is reported for the management agency. Normally, the biggest credit management agency is on the paper. First one is Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. Three of these, all the you have recording they have a little bit different. But if one, for example, you have the one credit card that these three agency they have recording, and then you get it for the lease apartment, that one also. These three agency they have it. That's so important. You should check it out. If you request for the your recording one time per year is free. Today, you request for the Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, three these agency, you should recording. You should request for the recording. The easy for the first time. If you request for the credit recording, your name and address. Address is the not over 5 years. The formal address you put right down. 4 or 5 years ago, the 5 years. If you have any your country address put right down. And then name and address, social security number, driver license number, and you request your credit report. And then within 15 days, they send it to you, all the credit report. Maybe all of yours, not much credit report, maybe 1 page or 2 page. If you leave all of the long time, 10 years or something like that, and then business, in case over 5 page credit report. Whenever you moving your house, apartment, all that they are recording the address. If you apply for the credit card, even deny the credit card, that report is everything is on there. That's so important. All the different, 3 different, one for Equifax is, for example, the highest the point is 850, not 1,000, 850. Equifax is 700, TransUnion is 650, Experian 600. In case it's the second one, TransUnion is your credit point. Three of them, they're all different, but the middle score is your credit point. And then when you report the request for the your credit report, that's free. Just one time per year, that's free. If not, you should pay $10 per time. One time per year, you should remember just free one time you request for the your credit report. Just to check it out, how many points you are. When you buy the car or when you request for the loan, everything at that time they check it out credit. And then you should be careful credit, check it out so many times. That's that we request for the inquire that the too much inquire, that's the point is lose, not much. If you buying for the vehicle, you check it out for the how much this one, this car, and the next day, the car dealer go around, find, you check it out, your credit report. That's your point is almost 50 or 100 point is lose. If you request for the many point, be careful, not much. Whenever you request for the credit report, your name, address, your social security number, driver license, and attachment, driver license copy, and one utility bill, gas or electric, water, anyone, one electric utility bill, and then you should put right down the please send me my credit report, and they send you your credit report within 15 days. You're sure to check it out today. If you send it, you should send all the three the agency, all of them, just not one. If you send it to institution in the way, three, and then you can receive the credit report within 15 days, and you check it out how much your point. That's so important in the United States. Life, that's so important. And then how they can credit report, how they can First one, credit history. You have not much credit history, just a few months or a few years. First one is credit history. Second one is your debt. Your debt, total amount your debt. For example, for the vehicle payment, electric, utility, all the payment. And then payment history. Payment history is so important. You should sure to pay the exact payments due date. For example, for the for electric bill, 10 days late, 20 days late, and then point is to low to low. And then new credit meaning credit card, and then bank account, everything. And then your employment for the company, and then to your income. Everything is involved for the credit report. Credit report is divided over 730 point is the excellent. 730 over 730 excellent. 7 to 720 good. 670 and 699 good. 7 and then 720 is good above. For example, A plus. 670 and 699 is good. 585 to 669, 699 is fair. 582, almost to 700 is fair. Under 585 is poor. And in case you should control your credit point. Credit point is improving your credit score is easier than you think. First of all, you should remember all payment credit is due date. Second one, credit card. You have a lot of credit cards, but the credit card, for example, for limit is $1,000. In case you should remember under 50%. Not some person credit limit is $5,000. They're using $4,000. That one is also lowest point. Any amount credit limit under 50%, you should remember always credit card using under 50%. And then next one, a lot of person is proud for so many credit cards. That's too bad. Credit card reduce the number of the credit card. Credit card normally under 3 is the best one. Some person I have credit card is over 10. 3 department store, gas store, and then Visa, MasterCard or something like that. That's too bad. Those person credit score is too low. And then third one is reduce the number of credit inquiry. Credit inquiry, not much. Credit cards, when you request for the credit card, in that case, so many inquiry. When you buying your vehicle, check it out for the this store, that store. That one also reduce credit point do not. If you check it out for the this company and that company, you make one time credit report. You make a copy. You make a copy when you're buying for the vehicle company or any other something. You should give them your copy of the credit score. Whenever the credit score request for the point, that's so much reduced. Reduce the number of credit inquiry. And then collect my bad credit history myself. Collect by yourself. How you can? When you request for your credit report, and then if first one is not yours, and then send to them, same thing, not much, not mine. If you request for their credit report, much report is not mine, especially Korean, Chinese, almost similar. Korean is the over 60%, Kim or Lee, something like that. And in the United States, put right down this computer, Kim. If they put right down the Kim, so many persons Kim, and then other name, Kim, for example, Chul. Next, Kim, and then Chul. So many persons Kim, Chul, Chul Young, Chul He, Chul, something like that. So many similar names. And you are recording so many persons. Chinese also, Wang. So many Wang. Different name, similar name, recording your credit report. In case you should, when you request for the credit report, they send delete paper, delete. If recording is something wrong or not yours, you put right down. Just a simple, long story, did not write down, just a simple. This account, they have account number. This account is not mine. That's all. Why, something like that? No, this account is not mine. I don't have any American Express, but American Express recording on my record in case this is not mine. That's all. And then if you send the for not mine, they send out. That's record. That's so important. Collect my bad credit history myself. But the bad record of the past cannot be erased. For example, recording is here on the face, on the record, they last 10 years. 10 years not changed. Put right down right away. For past 1 or 2 years, you cannot erase. And then also bankruptcy record cannot be deleted. Bankruptcy record lasts 7 years. 7 years on the paper. That's important. Next, credit management, how you can manage the credit. You receiving the credit report. It's not mine. You request the deletion of record of others. Also not mine. That one you request for. Request for the collection of my incorrect record. Incorrect. For the other persons. For example, in Korean, so many similar names. Kim Jong-suk, Kim Jong-suk, so many Kim Jong-suk in Korea. But recording is Kim, first name, last name is Kim. Few million person Kim, and then Jong, so many person, and then Suk. Suk is not write down, just a S, initial S. That's the reason for so many different persons recording in my record. But 5-10 years, past the 5-10 years, you cannot delete bad credit. You report right away, within a year. In the United States, one time per year, request for the credit score. That's the reason for so many different stories. That one, when you living the long time, 5 years, 10 years, when you buying the house or any other vehicle or business, and then in that time, you have the bad credit report. That's too bad your life in the United States. And when you're buying the vehicle, if you do too much inquiry, you will be a lot of point. Should remember, copy the credit report you inquired about, use it when purchasing a car or loan apply. That's bad. But sometimes how to improve your credit score? How you can improve your credit score? If you have a good credit, for example, over 700, in case you so easy life in the United States, whenever you applying for the loan, whenever you want some buying the house, credit card, that's proof. But credit report is a 6, under 6, too bad. That's not easy. Almost to do no loan, you cannot buy the house, buy the vehicle, something. And first thing, you should remember how to improve your credit score. First one, all payment should pay due date. All payment should pay due date, all of them. Even small electric bill or big payment of the vehicle was everything should pay due, credit due. And reduce the credit card. Not much the credit card. Credit card is the quantity. Also, reduce the credit card quality. And then third one, credit limit just to 50%. You should remember. Should remember 50% is credit inquiries. And then reduce the credit inquiry. Credit using 50%, under 50%, and then reduce the credit inquiry. That one, if you follow this point, you improve your credit score. And how to get a bad credit score? First one, recording of the late payment. Second one is the judgment or lien record. Judgment or lien record. Third one, collection company recording. Collection recording is too bad. Fourth one, bankruptcy or foreclosure. This kind of recording, too bad. And what is the divided credit? Credit divided recording. First one is credit history. Credit history. Somebody credit history is just 1 year less. Somebody's credit history is over 10 years. In case credit history is 35%. Second one, total debt. Total debt is 30%. If you have the credit history is long, debt is not much, 65% is good. Third one, credit accumulation period. As the credit, how long keep that credit? That one is the credit accumulation period. Fourth, new loan. New loan is 10%. Fifth, debt type. What kind of debt you have it? This one is the credit point. All of these and among these contentment, the form of the income, meaning for the salary or something, credit relationship of the workplace, and this kind of including the form of income, credit relationship of the workplace include. One more time, I tell you, credit score over 730 is excellent. Somebody say for the over 800, that's not easy. If you keep over 750 to 800, you can do everything. You can do anything in the United States. You can buy easy house. One house is some house price is $1 million. Somebody should make a down payment is the 30%. But if you have excellent credit, you can buy 10% less. That's so easy. And then somebody buying a house interest rate 7-8%, but credit score is good, 4-5%. 1 point is meaning, for example, $1 million vehicle, no, not vehicle, the house. 1 point, different 1 point is over $1,000 should pay. That's so important. Same if you buy the same car, somebody payment is $500, but somebody paid this payment is $700. Somebody paid at $380. That's the reason for different interest rate is the credit score. 7 to 730, above good. 670 to 700, good. 585 to 670, fair. Below 585 to bad, poor. And you mean you should remember at least 6. If you request for the credit report, they say credit report is the 650, so and so. You can request for the credit card, they will approve. But under 650, not approved for the credit card. Credit card, somebody, if you, sometimes you're receiving and then read for the advertising, somebody say, I control credit, your credit report is the I can repair, and then also I can buy for the loan something. That one is a credit report repair person. That one is we say credit banker. But if you find the credit banker, they say all credit, bad credit report I will clear, and then so short period I will make loan something. No, that's the fraud. That one is we cannot trust. Clear all bad credit history, collect your credit, and get a loan in a short time. That's fraud. They cannot. For your credit repair. When the report, when reading the newspaper, everything, if you pay $1,000 or $5,000, I'm gonna clear all the report. That one, that bad, so bad. Credit banker, you should to be careful. You should check it out. Do not request for, I have 3 different bad reports. They say, okay, if you pay $1,500, I'm gonna clear that's the report. You cannot bad record. After 2 months, everything is clear. No, that's fraud. You cannot do. For example, that the anyone credit report so important, and then credit management agency, you sure to remember, put right down to your memo, and then sometimes you request for report at least one time per year. That one is free. One time per year, you should remember, check it out, and do not much inquiry, especially when you're buying a car. So many car dealers go around. That's too bad. Almost the same price. Inquiry, if you have the good credit, you can buy a little bit cheap interest, cheap price. If you have the bad credit, you should buy for the little bit high amount. Do not go around for shopping, vehicle or everything. If they say, oh, we should check it out for the credit, you give that the copy of your credit report. They check it out one time. So many points is reduced. That's so important. At any time, credit should remember. And second one is important United States life. Deportation. Deportation. You understand deportation? 추방. Deportation is sometimes some person receiving the deportation order. Deportation order, if an illegal immigrant is involved in a crime and convicted, he or she subject to deportation. One more time. If an illegal immigrant is involved in a crime and convicted, he or she is subject to a deportation. Immigrant person over a year convicted from the court, also that one is deportation, subject to deportation, not involved, that the criminal code. For example, subject to deportation order. Subject to deportation order. First one, person sentenced to criminal. Person sentenced to criminal. Second one, person involved and heavy assault, not blind, heavy assault. Third one, shameless crime, shameless. For example, sexual harassment regarding the sex. That's shameless crime. First, forgery, document forgery, or any document, immigration or DMV, regarding immigration or DMV documents. That one. Fifth, illegal election. Illegal election. Sixth, violation of the non-immigrant status will be subject to a deportation order. Violation of non-immigrant status will be subject to deportation order. And then person eligible for deportation order, person eligible for deportation order, those who have been convicted of 2 or more immoral crime. Person who have been convicted of 2 or more immoral crime. Second, a person convicted of a felony or drug offense. Felony meaning heinous crime. A person convicted of a felony or drug offense. And you are convicted for any gun or knife or something like that regarding those conviction judgment. And then over 180 go to the prison. 180 go to prison. 180, 6 months. Our person is sometimes 6 months go to the jail and prison. First one is the domestic violence. Domestic violence, husband and wife fight and then report to police. When you come to police, they should check it out for the face. Damaged person, some damaged face, the other party's arrest. That's too bad. In case you go to the police, domestic violence, 180 days in jail in case you are deportation. When you're receiving deportation order, first one, voluntary leave the USA. Voluntary leave USA. Buy airport ticket by yourself. Or second one, file a claim for cancellation of deportation order. File a claim for cancellation of deportation order. And then third one, you request for asylum. You remember the asylum? If I go back to my country, I should go to jail in case you request for asylum. And then reason for deportation cancellation request for immigrant visa. If I receiving already immigration visa over 7 years, you can request for cancellation, deportation cancellation request. 7 years. And then I never getting felony or shameless offense in case. Also, reason for the deportation cancellation request. If not, legal resident. First one, it has been over 10 years since I came to the US. If I living over 10 years, receiving the US, live the US, you request for the cancellation deportation. Second one, my immigration family meaning for the parents, children, some wife or something, they are already citizen. If they are already citizen, if you don't have any resident, but you getting the baby, if you're getting the baby in the United States, they are already citizen. In case you request for deportation cancellation request. Third one, I'm good and good qualities. I have good qualities. I have good person. Fourth one, it can be a better result because I'm not expelled. It can be a better result. And fifth, I do voluntary work. Such over voluntary work, children receiving degree. My children will be graduate junior high or university. He can get a degree. That's the reason for also. This kind of reason you cannot request for deportation cancellation request. If you have any criminal record, although finishing for the sentence, motion to expunge, you request for the motion to expunge. Motion to expunge meaning for please, all the recording is deleted. And then all